PMI India welcomes you to India's first Project Management Research and Academic Conference 2011 at NICMAR Pune. With the rising demand for quality project management education, the theme Getting India Ready in a Project-Driven Economy, Role of Academia set the ball rolling. The conference underlined the importance of efficient project management and the role of academia in promoting project management education.
This is the first conference we are doing in the research and academic area. As a country, we are lacking research and case studies in the area, specifically project management. There is a need to connect the practitioners in the industry with academicians. It has to be a two-way street.
China, Russia, of course, USA, Austria, Switzerland, UK, Ireland, all those countries are those countries where we can say project management, extent of penetration as well as depth of it is pretty high. India, extent of penetration is reasonable, I would say. It's not nowhere near what we would like it to be. But in terms of depth of penetration, we are obviously low. That today project management education has grown to such a level internationally that we already have a lot of associations, professional societies which are very active in this field. But outside India, and if you look at the international scenario, the involvement of the practicing world in gaining education in project management is not only already very substantial, but growing very rapidly.
Why are we so preoccupied today with the terminology project economy, project-driven economy? What has led to this transience from industrial economy, or before that agricultural economy, industrial economy, then we start speaking about information economy and knowledge economy, and suddenly we are talking of project economy. And what is it that is leading to this change, and how this change is putting such a high emphasis on skillful project management? I think that's the theme.
I worked on very long projects, and you go through a cycle. You go waxes, your motivation waxes and wanes as the project goes. Project work is hard, exciting, but it can also be very depressing if things don't go your way.
In India, we need to come up with means and methods of creating solutions to the problems that we face, including health, including housing and infrastructure and so on and so forth, using affordable solutions. So this frugal innovation concept is really something that is very contextually applicable to us even in education. We need to come up with innovative, frugal solutions to provide immersive approaches for project management education.
Shirpur is Bharat. So if you just are curious, how come Bharat is here suddenly? This is one of the examples of a most successful rural project example actually. This is rainwater harvesting. There are 9 lakes like this. These are man-made lakes. They're irrigating now 54 villages which had suicides going on. Now the school that I come from, this is the school. It's 80% built, and I would love to have people come and teach there.
The planning and controlling and monitoring is one of the most important things for both academicians and also for the industry practitioners.
When someone tells me my project is big or complex, I think of 2,000 people working or 1,500 people working over 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and that's what to me is a real project that you need to handle. The planning skills among the engineers, among most construction companies that we are talking about, the big companies, is really weak in the country. And the schedules are produced in such a way that this project is 1 year, the owner wants to see this bar charts ending in 1 year, so you fit in the bar somehow to make it fit that 1 year.
That we need to inculcate amongst Indian students a lot of leadership skills. So my take over the 8 years that I'm now working full time in NICMAR was that can we convert leadership from an art to a hard skill?
We want to develop a simple framework where cost is also there, time is also there and easy to implement. Risk management is an essential part of project management in most projects, and in case of a project like Metro Rail is delayed, how can we compute this without getting into much details about mathematics or much details about going into quantitative aspects?
Project management is a teamwork, the coordination and communication within the team is very essential for the better accomplishment of project objectives.
It has to be a group project. 2-3 people from different disciplines interteam must come together, experience for project management and do a project together. Different challenge because companies may not be willing, but it does not matter if the nominations are from the same company. It would work beautifully if that happens. So we are now thinking of articulation of learnings in writing. You must write in the class what you have learned, no matter you might have 10 years experience, but do that. It requires collaboration with the project company.
There are different possible organizational structures. Actually, there are any number of those. One side. Other is, there are certain factors which influence, quote unquote, the success of a project. Now, is there some kind of a relationship between these two? And when I talk about relationship, I wanted to evolve this relationship based on the perceptions of the practicing project managers.
We looked at going through a proper 5 phases of project management as process groups of project management given by PMI. The initiation process was discussed first. Apart from the soft skills which anybody needs to acquire over a period of time, because project management is a knowledge which majority of it you will have to learn by practice.
EVM is a methodology that integrates scope, schedule and resources. It can be used for measuring the project performance as well as its progress.
So it's the art of managing the project. There is also a science of managing the project. And now, as I say, there is also technology of managing a project. So it's a art, it's a science, it's a technology, everything is coming.
Never doubt the importance of ethics. And we in our institutions are completely convinced that if we want to teach ethics.
Whatever I got to learn from the conference, it's really nice. It was really inspirational to see such a senior people with 40-45 years of experience in the field coming and sharing their experiences and giving us the knowledge about various fields which we have in project engineering management.
Before doing this course of project management, we used to utilize resources not in a planned way, but After doing this course, we got to know how to utilize them accurately, and to say the best part is that we got to know the optimum utilization of resources.
Of course, this is the first conference, you always learn from the first, but I think the standard of presentation and the standard of content, and most importantly the enthusiasm of the volunteers and the organizers has been very fascinating for me. It's important to broaden the view of project management, just not on the tools and techniques of project management, but also on what it means for an organization or what it means for a nation to achieve strategies. That is the most important thing.
Because of the competition, global level competition, things have to be done faster, better and cheaper. So projects have to be executed better, faster and cheaper.
I always like to say that whatever happens in the field of PM education and which is supported by PMI India may be a small step for PMI India, but it's a giant stride for PM education in the country.